Hello,
Defend it.
everyone.
I wasn't ready. Hold on, I was licking my lips. Hold on, making sure.
Hello, Cool J, innit?
That lips needs more than licking. But anyway. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Footballbrehz, a platform where rival fans discuss, debate, and banter each other on all topics that are football. My name is DOS, and I'll be your host for today's show. Back with us, we have the usual guys: Arsenal fan Kemal, Chelsea fan Kadus, and Liverpool fan Isha. And what we're doing today is we're going to preview the weekday games that are coming up. And there's only a couple of games left in the Premier League, so it's really, really hotting up. So before we go any further, please can you guys subscribe, like, and share? Very, very important. Thank you very much. So let's start. First of all, before we even get into that, I want to first congratulate Leeds for coming into the Premier League. Great, great accomplishment.
Welcome back.
And it's
Welcome
good to have
back.
them back. It's good to have them back.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the rivalry is going to be mad next season, boy. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they cope as well, because they've been amazing this year. West Brom now are sweating, boy. They're sweating, so we'll see.
Hopefully, I would like West Brom to come back only because of one fan that you guys haven't met yet. Man like Darren in the place to be.
If West Brom make it, Darren has to be on the show as well.
For sure.
It's crazy. But anyway, let's move on. So first, we're going to move on to Kemal. We're going to move on to Arsenal. Before we go to your game, let's talk about what happened in the previous game that you guys played, where you shocked everyone. And you.
I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked. Shocked for what? Shocked for what? Playing these has-been champions. Please, man. These COVID champs. They're not no real champs.
We're not even picked it up yet. You hear this guy?
Let me just say something, yeah. The reason I'm going to talk a lot, yeah, because I remember I said a certain something to a certain somebody that you ain't that team anymore, yeah? No, we're going for the max points. We're going to do this. We're better than Invincibles.
To be honest with you, I think a lot of Liverpool fans right now are in pain, whether they want to admit it or not, because they you know,
better than Invincibles. That's what people were telling me, Liverpool fans, including you, Isha.
But you know what? Let me tell you about the Invincibles, though. Yeah, they won the Premier League and FA Cup. What else?
They never lost. This is what we keep on having the
Cool.
We done it. We won at Tottenham, the joke bread that isn't here today.
Everyone went.
And then we still have four. We still have 4 games. Okay, that's fair enough. But we still have 4 games, and we didn't lose. You man's had enough games.
To be honest, Kemal, I think that conversation of them being compared to the Invincibles, I think it was a valid one.
I disagree. I disagree.
I think Chelsea's 04-05 team is better than the Invincibles.
Yeah, but I know you do. But we've had this discussion.
If you actually look at what we've actually achieved, it's a lot better.
I agree with that as well. I agree with that.
You was actually involved in the discussion.
All right. Let's
so you actually put yourself first. So don't talk rubbish. Don't try it today. Anyway, what happened?
Let's move on. So you were, of course, very, very happy with that result against Liverpool.
Not really. I wasn't really happy, to be honest. No? It was just because what we playing for? We should have been turning up like that.
Europa?
We should have been defending.
Europa?
No, not like that.
It's too late.
Turn up.
It's too late. It's too late.
Think you can make Europa? That's poor.
Everyone has to drop points. Everyone has to drop points.
Wow, you guys are in that deep of a position that
people have to drop points.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. But still, for pride, what do you mean? You should be happy. Like, if I weren't fighting for anything when we played Liverpool, I'm just
angry.
Liverpool.
I'm angry. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, so
I know a lot of people here haven't beaten Liverpool, but we have. Just saying.
We have too, by the way.
Okay, we actually beat ourselves. Just so you know.
Also, you can't really put United in that, because United-Liverpool rivalry is something else. Like, and Liverpool are better than us right now, so it's a bit different. When they come to United, they try their best to make sure that we don't.
Right now, I think if you play Liverpool tomorrow, you're beating them.
I think
right now you are better than them.
They're not good. Actually, I don't know, because Liverpool United is a bit mad. Like, I think they will still try and turn up against us. Like,
they will. Our rivalry is too deep for us not to turn up at 3,000%. Same with United, no matter how bad you are, you will turn up against us as well.
Like, we were shit, and we were like turning up, and like games we were beating them as drawing, but then the rest of the season we're dead. Like,
yeah.
But let's go back to Arsenal. So now you're going to be playing City. Another massive test.
No, forget that. We still beat Liverpool. Let's not get that twisted. I was super happy with the performance of the team as a unit.
Yeah.
The defenders, give it up for Rob Holding.
He did well. Yeah.
He done really, really well. Mane was just on the floor crying like a baby.
Mane scored, didn't he?
Okay, but
yeah, he kind of did.
He's in the pocket the rest of the game.
That's a bad example.
He didn't. Okay. Not really. But now I want to big up the defenders. I think they done really, really well. They done a good job.
It was their best defensive performance.
With them 20 shots on goal, yeah, that sounds like a great defensive.
It doesn't matter. But hold on, did you win, Mike? One question: did you win the game,
bro? It doesn't matter if we won the game or not, yeah.
All right.
Shots on goal does not say you defended well. That says that we couldn't score.
Okay. Well, let's continue.
You win the game.
Let's move on. We're going to be here with Liverpool all day if you keep doing that. Let's move on to now Arsenal playing. Who you got next? Aston Villa. You're going to have City, of course, in the cup, but we already discussed that. So you can go to the other show if you guys want to know about that result. But for here, let's talk about Aston Villa, Arsenal. What do you think is going to happen in that game?
Arsenal left their pride in Highbury.
Jeez.
I agree.
Jeez.
Arsenal going to win that game. I think we're going to do the same what we done the previous game. And it's all about that. Listen, they're defending from the front. That's how we made Liverpool make them mistakes. Sorry. The defenders made a mistake because Lacazette was breathing down their neck.
Yeah.
So he done that in the previous game as well.
Well, you can
that's how we got his goal.
You can tell that's an Arteta thing.
That's an Arteta thing, exactly. So slowly it's working. I don't want to hear no excuses. It was a bad off day from the defenders. We mucked up. No, we pressured you to make that mistake. Okay.
You went back to Liverpool, right? Stick to Arsenal against...
No, obviously, I'm talking about how we're going to play against them.
Is Aubameyang going to score? Oh, wait. They're bottom half of the table, so yeah, he will.
Bottom feeder Brehz. Okay, cool.
Quick question. Out of Chelsea and Liverpool, who scored more goals this season? What one of your players has scored more goals than Aubameyang? Just let me know.
Well, does it really matter?
Is that all competitions?
That was awkward, right? In the Premier League.
It's not awkward at all.
Out of Chelsea and Liverpool. OS, do you know the answer? Do you know the answer?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
No, do you know the answer? What's the answer? Give me the answer, bro.
Tell them.
No one has. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So.
Yeah, but then let me follow that with another question, though. Where are Arsenal in the league right now, and are you going to get Europa? That's a double.
I've already answered that question. So you're asking something silly, which I've already answered.
Well, it doesn't require you to answer. I'm just letting you know that all of that is irrelevant.
Fair enough. Okay. Come on.
So answering your question. I feel that Arsenal will win the game. I think we're going to win it comfortably.
Yep.
We're going to try and finish strong towards the end of the season. And depending on what happens tomorrow, or whenever you guys are watching the FA Cup game, they'll, make us want to win the next game.
Would you have the same lineup that you had against Liverpool, against Villa?
Yeah, they played really well. I would.
You would keep the same. You wouldn't change.
Yeah. Well, obviously, Aubameyang's going to go into the squad. That's definitely going to happen. Well,
Okay, cool. That's it.
Reece Nelson is good. I like Reece Nelson. He's actually turned up to be a good player.
Yeah.
For what I've seen of him so far.
Yeah. He's got potential for sure.
And by the way, just to throw that in before Isha, it should have been a red card. Yeah, Liverpool should have been a player should have been sent off.
VAR is just dead.
VAR is terrible.
VAR is dead.
I'm not feeling VAR. For me, I don't think it's a red, but it's the lack of consistency that I don't like.
Yeah.
I see it all the time, especially in our games as well. VAR is just failing.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway,
really
we all know that, so hopefully they fix that. Let's move on. Next game that we're going to discuss is the Manchester United game versus West Ham. I'll talk briefly about the game that we had previously. Oh my God, I was sweating. I am not going to lie. Against Palace, the players just look tired, man. I'm nervous because we still have Chelsea to play in the cup, and they need to recover. They need to recover because last two games, they've looked tired. You see Bruno, who's been amazing, even though he had another assist too, but he looks tired. Pogba looks tired as hell. Like, I wouldn't play Pogba in a cup game because he looks tired. Same, even some of our defenders, even though our defenders played very well against Palace, you can see that they're starting
You
to...
guys won 2-0, right?
We won 2-0, yeah. We won 2-0.
That game was far from comfortable.
It was not...
That should have been a penalty.
Yeah, it should have been a penalty. That's, again, VAR. Terrible.
Games.
Terrible. And that could have, I'm not saying that we wouldn't have won the game, because you don't know how the game changes energy-wise. If it's, it would have been 1-1, right? If they got the penalty, or would have been... So 1-1, and then you don't know what would have happened straight after that. Maybe they would have won, maybe we would have won. But it's just VAR, it's just not consistent. So it was sweating, but I'm so happy we got those 3 points. Oh my God, how crucial those points are. Now the pressure is back on the other two as well. Everyone's pressured for top four, but now Chelsea got to play Liverpool, and Leicester got to play Spurs, and we have West Ham. So it's tough games coming up. Now we're going to be playing West Ham next. After picking up form again.
It's 3-1. It's 3-1, by the way. It's 3-1.
3-1. Oh, I think that was my prediction, I think.
The score at the moment is 3-1.
I think my prediction is 3-1. But anyway, West Ham right now are on form. They've won we're winning 3-1 today, won 4-0 the game before that. I really hope that, we turn up against them, because if we don't, they're going to punish us. I think with us, I think we have to make changes, man. If the players are tired, depending on what happens against Chelsea, I think that we're going to rest players against Chelsea, and Chelsea will probably do the same as well. I hope so anyway. But, man, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what's going to happen against West Ham, but I hope we somehow get 3 points. I don't care about performances anymore. For me, it's about just
3 points.
Sorry, I mean, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about performance. I only care about the 3 points. So
yeah,
I
of course,
somehow manage to get that. Starting lineup, I think I would just, advise Ollie, pick who you think is fit enough to play. Don't just put players because, our starting 11 has been doing well. You can see soon we're going to drop points if they keep playing. So
I'm trying so hard not to say VAR joke, but I'm just going to keep it as it is. We've had enough of this conversation all day. I'm getting tired of it,
man. VAR is...
I'm getting tired of it now, man.
We know VAR is dead. We know VAR is dead, and we know that we've got a lot of VAR decisions our way as well. I'm not going to hide behind that. That's true. The most, yeah. But Brighton got 7 too, but nobody talks about Brighton.
Yeah, there's no one in Brighton in the group, bruv. I don't care about Brighton.
It's just because it's United, people want to jump on United. But to be honest with you, you know what? Fair enough. But to be honest with you, if we go back to all those VAR decisions, I guarantee you most of them you will agree with. I guarantee you. Okay, maybe we should do a show just on VAR, and we'll go and we'll look at VAR decisions. That would be good. And we'll see all those, for example, the Chelsea one, for you think it's VAR. You should have had Maguire. I don't.
Maguire was laid on the floor, and he kicked.
He doesn't want him to fall on him. He doesn't want him to fall on him.
There was no way
how you do that.
Football is turning.
Wow.
That is not how you help a brother out.
Kadus, real quick. Cream your feet before you put your feet in the camera, yeah?
Listen,
cream the bottom feet, yeah? E45, just do something.
All right, listen. Football is turning into a bitch game. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to swear, but it's turning into any little thing now. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's a red card.
He booted him in his balls, bruv.
Bruv, how many times...
This guy thought he was freaking from John Cass, whatever his name is.
Back in the day when we played football in the cages, and all of a sudden you're on the floor and someone's falling on you, you kind of kick them off. It happens that you just get up, you continue.
The Premier League has never been played in a cage. The Premier League has never ever been played in a cage. So
you was in an octagon, bruv. That's where you were playing that game.
Oh, you guys never played in cages? You never played
in the Premier League. Obviously, we have
playing the white.
Cages was the best, man. It was the best. But anyway,
Mike had the days, didn't it? That was sick.
Yeah. Let's go back to the game. So I would Man United, West Ham. I still think we're gonna win. But I think it's going to be a sweaty win. I think they could pull off a draw somehow. I don't see us losing the game though. I don't see us losing the game. Right now, our mentality is very good that we try not to lose. So hopefully we can continue. Remember, since we got back from the break, we haven't lost a game yet. That's another thing.
You know what worries me about United though? You guys seem like you started off really well, but your defense is looking a little bit suspect the last, especially against Crystal Palace. Like every time they attacked, I was like, it was tense. West Ham Antonio is gonna have a madness day, so you guys have got to make sure you deal with him correct.
But Antonio plays on what side for West Ham?
Left.
Oh, that I'm cool. We've got Wan-Bissaka on that side. I'm cool. Like Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, but he normally goes for the middle, but normally they'll
yeah, but I know when it comes to Wan-Bissaka, I don't listen to Isha. That's one thing everybody knows. When it comes to Wan-Bissaka, I don't listen to Isha because they have Arnold and anything to put Wan-Bissaka's name down. So I am not listening to Isha regarding that.
He'd get cooked in the last game though. Still,
huh?
I saw him get cooked at least once in the last game though.
So you're telling me defenders can't get cooked once in a game?
Yeah, that's
Are we there in football? Are we there in football right now where defenders can't get beat once in a game? Really?
Van Dijk. I'm gonna say this once. Van Dijk.
Yeah, what?
The second he gets beaten, the group goes into meltdown, bro.
Yeah, I don't
know it.
I don't.
I tell you why. Because of their fans.
It's because of their jealousy, the salt, bruv. When you like hear that he's not been dribble past once,
I know Van Dijk is amazing.
It happens.
I know Van Dijk is amazing. You don't really hear me saying much about Van Dijk. I also think a lot of the times you hear that in the group. I don't think people believe.
Yeah, people don't believe it, man.
James.
I don't think people believe a lot of stuff unless they come out.
James
knows Van Dijk is very.
Okay, that's.
I think so. Like for example, Zuma. We don't talk about Zuma, but Zuma's a very, very good defender. But we don't really talk about him that much. So we banter. Sometimes we banter, but if we come down to it, we know. Anyway, let's go to the next game. Liverpool v Chelsea. A big, big game. I'm gonna go. Before we actually go to that game, Liverpool lost. Just to put it into context, Liverpool lost 2-1 last game against Arsenal. Chelsea won 1-0, even though you guys...
Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1.
Okay. Chelsea won 1-0, even though you guys weren't convincing, but you still had the game under control. You didn't play well, but it was still your game. Norwich.
Professional.
Exactly.
Professional
win, exactly. So, coming into this game, I'll start with Kadus first. How are you feeling?
I don't feel anything, to be honest with you,
really?
Which is very weird. I'm anticipating the match against United because I feel like we've lost against you 3 times, but we won't even talk about that because we spoke about it before. But in regards to Paul, I think now's the best time to play him. I think we always seem to show up against him. The only issue is Kante may not be fit, so that worries me a little bit.
He hasn't really been playing too much though recently, has he?
He has, yeah. He has the past.
Was
he in? Okay, so I apologize.
Yeah, that's cool. No worries, man.
He makes sense, as I was saying.
Yeah. So, but we've got Mount. Mount's been rested, so I don't know, man. It really depends who decides to show up because Chelsea, we know, can turn up against big teams, but it depends which Chelsea shows up. But based on how we've been playing against the top 6 as of late, I'm quite confident, But it's Paul, so I'm not gonna sit here and say it's gonna be an easy win or whatever. But
wow,
if Paul on the same sort of run we're on now, then I'm very confident. But we'll have to see on the day.
Yeah, the only thing for me I would say that I'm praying on is that Liverpool felt a little bit of, I wouldn't say embarrassment, but a little bit of dent in their pride against Arsenal in that game, and I'm hoping for that because
you know what, and I think Isha can probably speak on this better than me, but for me that should have came after the City game. Do you know what I mean? Like you win the league, and then the next game you get a guard of honor and you get beat 4-0. I think if there's ever a time, it should be after City. But my thing is this. I wasn't even kind of trying to. My thing is this. Paul have got a year to rest, right? So the players are going to be more rested than Chelsea players. So what I'm seeing is unless we don't rotate a lot of our players on Sunday, then it's up in the air at the moment. Yeah. But at this moment in time, I'm quite confident in terms of us actually showing up. But it just depends if Liverpool wants it or not. They're not going to get the 100 points, so they may play their kids. But I think Isha can obviously speak on that better than I can.
What do you think, Isha? What do you say to that?
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like Liverpool did do that. After we got smacked up by City, I think the game after we beat Crystal Palace 4-0. So there was a bit of, okay, cool, like we're not taking this line down. And I'm hoping for a similar reaction. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I'm not confident going into this game like I normally would be.
Yeah.
If we turn up the way we were,
Congratulations.
Don't do that, bro.
Congratulations.
Bad, bro. We didn't even hear a word you just said. It was just.
Yeah, that was life getting in the way.
I apologize, but it's nice to say congratulations. It's nice to say congratulations.
I'll edit it and say it now.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. If Liverpool before this lockdown turn up, then I feel like we're gonna beat them 2-1 because no matter how good we're playing, Chelsea always turn up against us. And I feel like the thing that Chelsea's got over us is their midfield is more technically gifted than our midfield.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that every time we play Chelsea, when they play the little triangles in midfield, we struggle to keep up unless we press them really high up the pitch.
Yeah.
So people like Kovacic, Jorginho, having them in midfield with a Kante, Liverpool always find it difficult playing against that because Chelsea sit back and absorb, but then they counter really well. And they play through our press better than most teams in the league, even City. So, yeah, that for me is where the battle is going to be won or lost. If we win the midfield battle, we beat them. And if we lose that battle, it's going to be a draw, or I could even see us losing because some of the confidence we had before has been lost.
Is it Stamford Bridge?
Say what?
Is it Stamford Bridge or Anfield?
Anfield.
Oh,
Anfield.
Cool. You're not going to want to lose at Anfield.
Nah, and the thing is as well, we lift the trophy on that day, so we're not going to want to do that off the back of losing a game.
You have to lift the trophy.
Imagine
we're going to
losers to do that. I feel better.
Do you know how annoying that is, bro? Do you know you've got a full week to rest?
It doesn't matter.
I know. I feel you, Kadus. I would feel the same way.
Yeah,
it's like top fours on the lap. To be honest with you, bro, I've in my mind, I'm cool with a loss. It just means that Wolves is a must win. And I'm just kind of banking back people are going to drop points. Not United. I think United are in top 4.
No, but you know, if you lose against Liverpool and United and Leicester win their games this week, then in the last game, United and Leicester might play for a draw, which would mean that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if they do, bro.
I've seen teams do that. I've seen teams do that in the past where they just start passing around and there's no conviction because
happened in Italy, innit?
They don't want to. They don't want to take risks. So that could happen. So if Chelsea need to try and get something from this, but to be honest, I don't know if Leicester will beat Spurs too. We don't know if we'll beat West Ham. So there's a lot of ifs.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to you guys. In your starting lineups, I'll start with Kadus first. Would you change anything? I know Kante might not play. If he doesn't play, who you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would have Kovacic in the 6. I know he doesn't normally. Sometimes he'll play the double pivot with Jorginho, but I'll have him in a 6. It's just going to be good. We need someone who's press resistant. Just in front of that back 4. Then I'll probably start Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount as the 2 8s.
But you're going to play
keep the front 3 the same. Probably I may even say probably bring on Callum Hudson instead of William, but I'll probably keep that the rest the same.
Is Loftus-Cheek ready though? To play such a big game?
This really annoys me. Right? Because when people look at Loftus-Cheek, they saw what he did in the Sarri campaign before he got injured, and he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So people expect him to get back to that level. But what people don't seem to understand is, he's not at that level yet, but he's still good. Bearing in mind there was that pass he had to Tammy Abraham in the Crystal Palace game, and he's been running forward. He's been playing consistently well.
Yeah. I'm only saying that because the last conversation that we had, you felt he's not quite ready. You actually said that, so that's why I was asking you.
I've had to think about that, and obviously looking back in the games, he's played relatively well. I just think with me, Loftus-Cheek, he provides that attacking delivery that we need in the final third. I think he can give us that. So we'll see, man. So Jorginho's out, Kante's out. I don't know.
So who would be your defensive midfielder?
I'd have Kovacic in the 6.
But Kovacic is a defensive midfielder, though.
Well, sometimes they'll have him. Normally they'll have him as in a double pivot. So you'd have him and Jorginho. So Jorginho wouldn't really be that concerned about defending. Kovacic would actually be doing the most of the legwork and then carrying the ball out, whereas Jorginho would be there to just try and keep the pace. So I just think for me, he'll be in that 6, but I can see Mount swapping into that position when he needs. So yeah, it's going to be quite fluid in my opinion.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I don't know why I feel that's a bit dangerous because I didn't really see him in that position. Doing the cleaning up that Kante would do.
That's what I feel. If I was to be honest, Jorginho's probably going to play in that position as a 6. But I'm worried.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know if that's the case. I'm worried.
Fair enough. And then okay, from there going to your lineup. Like, what would you do? Like, would you go with the the starting lineup that Henderson, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, or would you switch it up? Like, what would you do again in this game?
Yeah, I mean, I would have played Hendo in this game, but he's injured. For me, one of the things that I noted, I know you might disagree, is in the last game, I noticed the notable step up in the way that we were attacking Arsenal when Naby Keita came on. The way he runs direct and the way he's press resistant is going to be ideal against Chelsea, because Chelsea's going to try and press the hell out of us. So we need somebody that is very, very press resistant.
Keita ain't playing. I'm just going to tell you that right now. He's not starting that game.
Nah, I think he will. My prediction is a midfield 3 of Naby Keita, Fabinho, and Wijnaldum to give that solidarity, but a little bit of attacking impetus down the middle. Oxlade-Chamberlain the last game didn't really live up to expectation. I feel like playing against Arsenal, the Emirates, he tried to show up. He tried to do too much. So I see him coming out and Naby Keita coming in. And have him as a impact guy off the bench. So I feel like the team's going to be the same, but Keita's going to start and Ox is going to come out, and it's going to be Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Keita midfield. That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay. Your defense, of course, speaks for itself. They need to step up this game from the last game, of course.
All of them. All of them.
And your attack, your front 3 really need to be a lot more clinical. If you guys want to get any result from this game, like Salah, Mane, Firmino need to step up. Yeah.
I agree.
I wouldn't say like in terms of their work rate and everything. Like I think they did everything right.
Yeah, except the finish
was great. It's just the finishing. Yeah, they need to really.
Yeah, and I mean Mane. I don't want to be harsh on him because I feel like he has been turning up. He's been relatively clinical. He's scoring. Yeah. The other 2 need to step up. Firmino's doing everything except the striker's role. So I want to see more of that from him. And Salah, I need to see more from him as well in the final third. So yeah, man. I like what they're doing in the build-up. It's just that final ball in the final bit, and that's what's missing.
Fair enough.
That's why I see Keita coming in.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, for me, I really hope Liverpool turn up. That's all I'm saying. No disrespect, as you know, you would be the same way if we were playing Liverpool. You're saying the same thing. So
I'm taking, brother.
It's going to be a fun game to watch. That's all I'm going to say.
It's going to be an amazing game. It always is Chelsea.
Exactly. Okay, we'll move on then, and we'll move on to the fun part, I would say, the prediction.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
Can I ask a question? Isha, can you say well done to Arsenal? Because like, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I will say thank you. I can't say well done because you play shit. But I can say thank you for highlighting all the areas that we need to stop sleeping. Because if you were awake, you would have been battered like 5-0. But
shoulda, coulda, woulda. I remember when you was on here talking about when's the last time you beat Liverpool? Oh, it's been more than this. Well, first of all, you was wrong.
Anyway, it's cool.
You was wrong. You was wrong.
It was 10 games, but it's totally fine. 1 in 10. That's
we
a good.
Actually beat you 4-1.
But that was 1 in 10. That was 1 in 10, though. That's
anyway.
That's peak.
That was the point.
Anyway, and then we beat you this time as well. So that's twice. I said twice in 10, and I was right.
All right, let's continue. All right, guys, before we move on to the predictions, please, can you remind us, subscribe, like, comment, follow. Very, very important that you do that, please, so that it really boosts our channels. Okay,
press the button.
Quick fire.
Push the button.
Quick fire. Why you have to speak in an American accent? That was
What's the movie from?
I was trying to think that. Is that Armageddon?
Just push the button. Push the goddamn button.
Rush Hour.
There we go.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Fair enough. All right. I'm going to go.
Mocha's not impressed.
No, not really. Well, I'm going to you first.
Let me get ready.
Watford versus Manchester City.
3-0 City.
Wow. Same here, actually. Kadus?
Yeah, I said 3-0 as well.
Okay. Isha?
I said 3-0.
Wow. Okay. 3-0 with me as well. Everybody said 3-0. That's cool. Okay.
Everyone copying me for some reason.
Second game. Aston Villa v Arsenal. I'm going to go on Kemal.
3-0 Arsenal. Arsenal are turning up.
You think your defense is that good? All right. Just
telling you, I'm
on it. All right.
Yeah.
3-1 Aston Villa. No, I'm joking. 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Isha?
2-1 Arsenal.
Oi.
I said 2-1 Arsenal as well.
Oi.
Manchester United v West Ham. Kemal.
2-0 Manchester United.
Okay. Kadus.
I'm just putting this out there. I'm hoping for a draw, at least 1-1.
1-1. Okay. Isha.
Got a funky feeling about this. 2-2.
Okay. I put 3-1 Man United. Liverpool big game v Chelsea. Let's start with you, Kemal.
Draw. 2-2.
Whoa. Okay. That's actually not a bad prediction. I mean, I'm putting all the. I think it might be a draw, but I'm putting all my energy for a win. So I'm gonna go Liverpool 2, Chelsea 1. Yeah, that's my prediction. Now let's go to the two guys. Kadus, you go first.
I'm putting all my eggs. I'm 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1. I didn't even know what I was saying. I was making no sense.
Okay, fair enough. And then Isha.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling like a bit of a Simon Cowell right now. My head's telling me 2-1 to Liverpool. My heart is telling me 2-1 Chelsea.
Whoa.
Because I want to see you, Brehz, in 5th place at the end of the season. I can't have United in the Champions League. I can't have it.
Fair enough. I understand
because I know how it will impact your signings. Like, I don't want you getting that. I can't.
Bro, if we don't make top 4, we're going to go hard for that Europa. You know that.
Yeah, I know. And you probably win it as well.
So there's a
United can attract the players to come in Europa. They got Pogba when they weren't playing Champions League football.
Yeah, but it's I can see what he means though. Like, I think if we do make a Champions League, there's going to be more players that we can attract. We're going to get money. We're going to get revenue coming in. All of that. So
yeah,
I hear why he doesn't want us to finish there.
Yeah,
I think it's going to
be okay. Well,
United. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Well, there you have it. That's all the predictions for this week. Thank you so much for joining us again. It was actually a really, really fun show today. Very insightful as well. We went deep in some of the discussions that we had. Again, please make sure you subscribe, follow, share everything. Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube. So make sure, please, that you follow us. Press the button. It's not easy. Like Kemal said, can you say that again?
Push the goddamn button.
There you go. Make sure you press that button. Thank you so much. Thank you guys again for a great show. And we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.